What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video here. And as 2024 comes to a close, the Chinese President Xi Jingping has made a significant threat to Taiwan. Pretty alarming stuff. No one can stop this, he says. No one can stop this in regards to Taiwan. And we're going to talk about that in a second. And guys, if you've been enjoying the content, make sure to like and subscribe. Super good for the algorithm, and Amazon links are in the description. So, a pretty wild comment by Chinese President Xi Jinping in his New Year's address to the nation. He made a threat to Taiwan, saying no one can stop reunification with China. And he said this while addressing the nation on New Year's Eve. Beijing has for too long stated that the entire nation of Taiwan is part of China. It has also shown an overt and muscular posturing by carrying out Air Force and naval drills around the island nation. This is totally true in the sense, guys, that recently Taiwan actually elected. There was an election in Taiwan between a relatively more pro-sympathetic Chinese president and a more Western pro-American president. And the Western candidate won the election. And ever since then, we've seen an uptick and an increase in drills around Taiwan, naval military drills. So I think it's only a matter of time before we see an actual invasion or some sort of blockade where China is forced to take Taiwan. Now, the question is going to be, what is the military response going to be from places like the United States? It's going to be super interesting to see. And this also comes, guys, and I would not discount this, as Donald Trump is becoming the president of the United States. Now, what is his response going to be to China taking Taiwan? Because we really haven't seen much of a dialogue on his front about this. I haven't heard Trump talk about this at all recently. Now, it's going to be interesting to hear whether or not the U.S. actually has some sort of military intervention, because this is really where, I mean, people talk about World War III, talking about Ukraine and Russia and India and Pakistan, but this has a significant chance to explode. I mean, this could be a greater power war. If the United States is forced to directly intervene here in Taiwan, in defense of Taiwan, we could be dealing with a completely disastrous situation. And guys, Trump is coming into office. People assume it's going to be, anti-war, peaches and roses. That's not necessarily going to be the case. It's not necessarily going to be the case. And you have to wonder if the Chinese are thinking of going in as Trump comes into office. I mean, to end the symbolism, guys, of making a final speech saying this, that in your New Year's address, where millions and millions of people are watching, that this is a key point that you're going to reunify Taiwan. Clearly, it's a message to the broader world and not just the people of China. So, again, it's going to be interesting to see. And Trump actually invited Xi Jinping to his inauguration, and Xi declined, which is I also thought was pretty interesting. I mean, it's not customary for a Chinese head of state to attend an American inauguration, but Trump himself invited Xi, and he declined. So it's going to be interesting to see how this entire thing plays out. But again, it's pretty wild. This is the update I have for you today, guys. The Chinese President Xi Jinping has made threats against Taiwan in his New Year's address, and specifically about the quote, what he said, guys: Chinese people born on both sides of the Taiwan Strait are one family. No one can sever our blood ties. I have to wonder if he's referring to the Americans of Western interests here, who obviously do not believe this. No one can sever our blood ties, and no one can stop the historical trend of reunification of the motherland. President Xi's comments come at a crucial time, just 3 weeks before Donald Trump takes office as U.S. president. 100%, 100% this is going to be. And think about China's interests and goals here, guys. They're going to try and make it so Trump is weakened. I mean, especially if China were to invade once Trump takes office, it would be a horrific look for the United States. It would make Trump look extraordinarily weak. So, yeah, and you have to wonder if that is at play here with the Chinese thinking. I think it might be. I mean, to be fair, people thought once Russia invaded Ukraine, for example, that would be a time for China to take it, to, basically get involved and take advantage of the situation. But the Chinese are being extremely calculated here. And I think it's going to be interesting to see whether or not the Chinese go in. And when they go in, because the Americans too, it's not just for strategic positioning in the region why they want to hold Taiwan as an independent country. They also supply, I mean, the U.S. has also given tens of millions of dollars to Taiwan over the years. So it's a massive investment in Taiwan. And Taiwan is also a massive supplier of U.S. microchips, which is basically extraordinarily important for technology purposes and AI. So, Taiwan has immense strategic importance to the United States and the Western world, and which is why it's such a controversial issue. and it's going to be interesting to see how the hell this all plays out. But I mean, some of the comments being made by Xi in a New Year's address, it's very symbolic and it's very calculated, and I think it's a matter of time before this all comes to a head. So that's what I got for you guys today. Make sure to like and subscribe. Enjoy, everyone. Enjoy your new year. Get out today, and I'll see you guys soon. So, and Amazon link's in the description. And thanks. I'll see you guys later.